Yesterday, I was inspired by one of the people I was watching on a live stream, actually, Jennifer Gittimer. And she was talking about how they were able to come up with a beachfront property um, by changing the way you think. So, what that reminded me of is something that's importance to me. It's had a huge impact on my life, as well as many of the people I've had the pleasure of working with, whether it be athletes, business owners, salespeople, entrepreneurs. And it's based on three questions. And the three questions are what, why, and how. And quite often, what ends up happening is we'll set a goal, or somebody will set a goal, corporate wise or personal wise, and we'll look at what we did the past year and then add 10% over and above that to um, set for this year or the following year. And if that's the approach you're taking, you're under living. One of my mentors, Lou Tice of the Pacific Institute, uh, taught us a whole bunch of great things. And what he talked about was how to live a life that you really would like to live. So instead of just setting a goal and 10% for growth, why not set something that really excites you and scares the heck out of you at the same time? So what he's an advocate of is, and I am as well, is if you go after what you really, really, really want, you're more likely to achieve it. So going back to the three questions, what, why, and how. What is it you really want? Why do you really want it? And stifle the how for the time being. How is an important piece of the puzzle, because without a how, we're not ever going to get anywhere. However, we need to identify where we are right now today, current reality, and where would we like to be, ideal end result life. If I could give you a magic wand and you could do anything you want, money wasn't an issue, your confidence was where you needed to be, your skill set was where you needed to be, what would you like to do with your life? So by identifying what you want, why you want it, and stifling the how, amazing things can happen. So when I first really bought into this in the early 90s, after attending a course of Lou Tice's, I thought, well, okay, here's an opportunity to see if this stuff really works. So at that point in time, I was actually starting a business with no typical capital, no money, and a whole bunch of other things that were missing to make it an ideal point to launch a business. And I ended up getting an opportunity to represent a company who had a piece of software that was for directional drilling. And one of the things we needed was a computer. So being that I was short on cash, I thought, here's a hell of a good opportunity to test to see if you know what you want and why you want it, and stifle a how if it can happen. So here's what I wanted. I wanted a computer. I wanted a computer for free. It needed to have a spreadsheet, a really darn good screen, and a word processor. And I had to have it for free. That was the other kicker. So when I was going out and meeting people, networking and talking to people like my buddy Randy, although this Randy wasn't around, he didn't know me until this year. Good morning, Randy. Good to see you. When I told people what I was trying to do and what I needed, I had some people actually laugh at me and say, "You want a computer for free? You're crazy. Oh, you're just you must be smoking wacky tobacco." Back then, it wasn't legal in Canada. Now it is. It's a different story. Things have changed, and you can change your life as well using this. Know what you want and why you want it. Stifle the how. So I wanted to test this theory and principle that I had learned from Lou Tice. And so I really didn't pay attention to those people who didn't get it. I just figured, well, they don't understand where I'm at, so I'll keep on plugging. And so I did keep on plugging, and as a result of that, I was able to run into another person who actually said, "Hey, you need a computer? Hey, you can have mine when I don't need it." And I says, "Oh, that's awesome. It's got all of those things I need." He goes, "Yeah, absolutely." I said, "Okay, so when don't you need it?" He says, "Well, you can have it in the evenings and weekends." I went, "Okay, so I need to clarify what I'm asking for." I wanted a computer, had to have a spreadsheet, word processor, really good screen, and I needed to have it during at least Monday to Friday during working hours so that I could demonstrate the software that I was representing at the time. So that one didn't work out. So I changed the vision. I rejigged the what and why, stifled the how, and carried on. And I'd go to different networking events. I'd talk to different people, and I met some wonderful people. Some thought I was crazy. Some wished me well, and others offered up a solution. So after revising what I was asking for, guess what happened? Another one showed up. It was awesome. It was brilliant. I could have it 24/7 as long as I needed. Had a word processor, had a spreadsheet, and I think it had a good monitor, but I didn't get the chance to open it at the time. So I took it to my office, opened it up, and oh no, it's not Windows, it's DOS. Okay, so what I needed to do is change and rejig my ask so I was more specific and more exact of what I was looking for. So I carried on with my process. I still wanted to find out if what and why and stifle how would really work, because allegedly it was a powerful way to make shit happen in your life. So I continued on my journey, asking people how I could serve them, and getting to know different people. And they'd ask me how they could help me, and I'd tell them, well, by the way, if you know of anybody who has a computer, I could have it free that's Windows-based, has a spreadsheet, and all the other attributes. That would be great. So if you line up the dots, as Steve Jobs says, from where you've come from, what ended up happening is, because of the networking event, I used to run one called the Winner Circle Networking Breakfast. Somebody got wind of that and invited me to join with them with a major project where we brought Brian Tracy and Mark Victor Hansen in for a one-day session, and the night before we did a networking event. Well, lo and behold, at this networking event, because of those dots connecting, I met Les Posnikoff, and we hit it off. And 2 or 3 days later, he phoned me. He said, "Hey, Phil, you know that computer you were asking for the other day?" He says, "I've got one." So if you know what you want and why you want it and stifle the how, you can get a lot more stuff done, or you can create things in your life. I've applied that principle in everything I've done to where I am today. So if you apply it in your life, know what you want, why you want it, and stifle the how, and go after it, and don't let the naysayers get in your way. Don't let them squash your dream. Not every day is going to seem to be a great day, but everything will help you move along the path. You'll get information. You'll be able to refine what you're asking for, and then you'll be. I can't impress upon you how powerful this is. So it all starts with a vision, and you need a vision to move and grow towards in every aspect of your life. So what I encourage you to do is take my offer. I have a free gift if you want it. It's called Creating a Vision, and I've got a 5-page booklet that will help drive you to build your personal vision for yourself, your family, and or your business, or all three. If that appeals to you, just send me a DM in Facebook or on Twitter, or if you see it on YouTube, send me a message there, or you can email me. My contact information is right above my head. And with that, I have to say so long till we see you again. Hey, look at this. I'm going to post up my buddy Eric Van. He's in charge of pizzas. He's one of the best. If you want a nice quality pizza, as if it's right out of the oven in the restaurant delivered to your home, you need to make sure your pizza company that you buy your pizzas has his products. Eric Van. Awesome, guys. So if you want the booklet that I have, it's a workbook to work through your vision and creating that for yourself. It's an easy read, but it does take action. There's a number of questions in there that's going to prompt you to help you identify, rejig, refine, or confirm that you're on the right path. As you can see, I'm Coach Phil. My information's there. I hope you have a fabulously successful day. We'll talk to you next time.